Hey everyone, today I have a quick fun sketch in my sketchbook and I'm just painting a few things that I got. So let's get to it. Oh, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Give this video a like and leave me a comment. It really helps me out and it's totally free. So let's start sketching. Hey everyone, I'm really happy to share with you some sketching and not just talking about products. Although I am sketching some new products that I received, so oopsie. But I thought it would just be fun to sketch these in my sketchbook. This is the Arteza sketchbook. I have a review on it on my channel. I'm really enjoying it. It's an A4 size and yeah, really big and nice. This is the kind of thing you can do when you feel uninspired and you just want to play a bit. So I am going to sketch this cute traveler's notebook that I got. I still haven't decided exactly what I'm going to take with me to California. Probably when this goes up, I'm sorry if I'm talking about that trip too much, but it's always in my head and it's a bit too early to start actually packing, but I'm thinking what I should be packing. So probably when this goes live, I'm already there and I will do my best to stay kind of active on social media in real time on Instagram. So there's a link below to my Instagram account, and if you want to see what I'm up to and if I'm up to updating social media, I'm old school. I was born in the 70s. Okay, not really, but I was born 2 months before the end of the 70s. And social media is just not in my blood. So for me, it's something very... it's like a struggle. I don't have this kind of built-in, I don't want to say need, or it's something I have to like consciously remind myself to do. Whereas a lot of the younger people that I know, it's kind of just part of their lifestyle, you know, because social media is so ingrained now into our lives, or some of us. My husband is not at all on social media, and sometimes I really think it's better, but for me it's part of my work and I do love connecting with like-minded people. So yeah, sorry, digressing a little bit. I have some helpers. You can see, I think Lily was next to me. Lily's my daughter. She's 3.5 years old. She'll be 4 in December. And I was a little bit worried because she really wanted to play with the Arteza brush markers that I had on my desk. And because the tips are real brush tips, I was a little bit worried that she'll get a bit too rough and kind of ruin them. But I have to say that they managed to stay intact. So well done to Arteza for doing that. Oh, those cute little hands. That is cute. Okay, I'll tell you about my sketch. So I'm doing the traveler's notebook and I'm also sketching these 3 brushes that I got. These are the Alvaro Castañet, I'm sorry if I'm butchering his name, set from Escoda. I love Escoda brushes. I think most of my brushes are made by Escoda. They make some beautiful synthetic brushes, and this set is completely synthetic, and it has these 2 really big kind of mop brushes that I'm really excited to play with them on a bit of a larger scale. I tend to work, you can see, kind of in art journals. This A4 is kind of big for me, but I do want to paint a little bit also on bigger sheets of watercolor paper. And I'm really hoping to be inspired by the Californian landscape. And yeah, so I wanted a couple of bigger brushes, and these are beautiful. They hold a lot of water and they have that very, very pointed tip. So you can do like very wet big washes, but you can also add some more detail with them. And then there's a smaller brush. So beautiful set. It was on promotion on Jackson's art supplies, and I picked it up. Sorry for that background noise. My girls were home, but today we are already the following day, magic of video editing, and the house is quiet now. So now I'm going over with a pen. The pencil I used, by the way, is erasable pencil from Prismacolor, and I do like sometimes to sketch in colored pencils and not just graphite, and here I went with this kind of violet color, which is cute. And now I'm going over it with my pen. This is the Platinum Carbon pen, which I love. It's one of my ride or die art supplies. I adore this pen. It's a very reliable, thin, beautiful fountain pen. The thing about fountain pens that, especially I'm guessing the budget-friendly ones, I'm personally not in a place in my life where I'm going to spend $100 on a really, really beautiful fountain pen. So I'm exploring the cheaper ones, and some can be a little bit finicky with, you know, the tips clogging sometimes. I always make sure that I use an ink that is appropriate for fountain pens, so that's not the issue. But I have found, actually, to be honest, the Jane Davenport ones have been the problematic ones for me. They don't write as smoothly as my other pens. I have two of the Fude Sailor de Mannen, which I adore, and then I have this one, which is, even though it has a very fine tip, it has served me well for years now. And I also have a Lamy one, which I love, and I should really bring back into rotation. I think I put in it some really beautiful gray ink, but I think that's probably what's keeping me from using it. So I should probably just load it with some regular black ink and use it, because it's more pricey than the Carbon and the Sailor de Mannen, but it is a beautiful pen. The Lamy Safari ones, they're around 20 euros. And those other ones that I mentioned are usually around 10, maybe a little bit less or a little bit more, depending on where you get them. So now it's time to add some color, and I'm really trying to work on value here to give these a round dimensional shape. So we have the metal barrels, ferrules, I think they're called, ferrules, and then the dark wooden handles. Forgive me if those aren't the technical terms, but yeah. So you can see I'm trying to leave some white space, and you can see the actual brushes on the left side of the screen, that they have this light area where the light hits the handle of the brush. So you can really use, you know, real life items to help you just observe them. And even if your sketch is not like hyper realistic, I don't do that, I don't enjoy that. Even if you are doing kind of a more sketchy, loose, whimsical type of illustrations, it really, really helps to observe objects and especially get that light effect to give them dimension and just a little bit of realism. It's mostly about the dimension, because that's, to me, what makes it interesting. So different values, light and shade, so you can get an idea that these are three-dimensional objects. I mean, that's always one of the biggest challenges, right? We're painting something on a flat page, and we want it to look interesting. Now we're getting to one of the fun parts of this cute little sketch, which is creating those rainbow colors that I have on my Traveler Journals cover. I will try to find that cover for you. It's from AliExpress, and it's actually a really sweet sweet seller that sent the stuff with some extra freebies and a handwritten note. I really appreciate it. It also arrived fast, and I think it's a really good price if you're starting out with traveler's notebooks. This has also inserts included, really, really cute, and yeah, good service. So I'll link you to that. At least that was my personal experience. And yeah, now I'm looking at the actual notebook for the color inspiration, and I decided to actually do 2 layers because the first layer was really, really light and it just didn't give me that wow that I was looking for. I'm also using one, like the smaller mop in the brush sets, and it's beautiful. I'm really, really happy with how it handles and performs, and I really need to kind of challenge myself to paint bigger so I can really enjoy these brushes. But also at this size, kind of doing these soft or like smaller washes of color on this sketch, I still enjoyed it. So yay, fun. Now adding some splatters, that's always a must for me. I think it's such an easy way of getting that sketchy, grungy look and also adding some detail to your artwork or art journal with minimum skill and effort. So go for splatters. And here I was really trying to be messy and brave with my splatters because of the paintbrushes. So, you know, paintbrushes, paint, all that. So I'm trying to drop the paint from really high, but because I was also trying to get it on camera, it was just a little bit not a perfect success. Yeah, live and learn. So I'm going to play you some music because I don't really have anything further to say about this. I hope you enjoyed this. There's another video coming soon with what I painted on the other side of this art journal spread. And spoiler, it's going to be my new Daniel Smith paints, which I'm also doing a series, playing around with them, swatching them, mixing them with other colors. And I'm really, really enjoying it. So hopefully you will watch those videos too. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and I will see you soon in another video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. And yeah, keep watching if you want to see the finished result.